Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with the 100 Girlfriends, the really love you season 2 episode number 12, and this is the season finale. Now the previous episode, it was an episode focused on Karane. Karane had a dream of thinking that her sundariness is like a hindrance to her. She is basically not being able to be honest, so maybe someday Rentaro will get like a wrong idea about her and maybe misunderstand her. That makes her afraid, and she ends up consuming desunderification drug made by Kusuri. And yeah, she not becomes like a normal person, not a Sundara anymore. But in the end, when she talks to Rentaro, and Rentaro tells her that if you want this, then it's fine, but if you're forcing yourself to, don't do it. She says that I want to go back, but now it's a bit too late. The Sundareness has just gone. The Sundares have disappeared, so she will have to be subjected to Sundare like situations for it to come back, basically. Yeah, so I guess that's what's happening now. Let's see what happens. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is a preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. What? Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hmm. Okay. Eh, bruh. Hmm. Oh, what is it? Spirit bomb? Yeah. Right. Ah. Okay. Yeah, that making a whole ass Dragon Ball reference. Okay. Yo. Yes. Hmm. Oh no. Hmm. But yeah, what is this? Oh no. We're just going to training? I'll take both. Ah. Oh my god. Yeah, the whole Dragon Ball reference. Oh my god. Oi. Yeah. Yo. What? Okay, nah, they're going crazy. Oh yeah, true. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Oh god, this episode's going crazy. Nah, man, this is insane. Uh, what? Sundar. Yeah, what is it? Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's what it feels. Bruh. The pose is the same for everyone. All right. Okay. This is something else. Yeah, this is also something else. What? Bruh. Okay, that just seems depressing. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. You think? I don't know what this show is about at this point. Hmm. Damn. Oh damn. Wow. Wow. Hmm. Well, because you're holding it. Yep. Wow. Okay. Damn. Mm. Wow. Yeah. All right. Damn. And I think she's back. Yes. Yes. Oh boy. Right. Yeah. Right. I don't think so. Who's this? Oh my god. Wait, what? Yeah, there's still like a 10 to 12 minutes left. She's talking about her story. Hmm. Wow. What? Wait, wait. So they're using? Yeah, I was gonna say. So they're using like a previous chapter. Wow. And that's why they decided to. Okay. Where's Rentaro? Where's... Yeah. What? Oh, there is. What? Oh, they're going to. Damn. Wow. What? Okay. Okay, there were a few references that I probably didn't get. Right. Damn. Okay. Yeah. That was. She's probably. Yeah, I was gonna say she was just. Wow. Damn. Damn. Okay, nah, man. Right. Wow. One-sidedly. What is it? Yo. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, how many? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Oh. Yeah, these two are the only ones left. Well, that was when she was. Damn. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Damn. The cat is like, what's happening? Yeah. Oh my god. What is. What is this? Okay, nah, man. Nobody can read that. I'm glad they put a little. Hakai takes from Harrison shouty over diapers, yeah? Small Hakaris with Kanane. Older girl yet tiny. Iku is good at baseball. Kinda can handle spice. Mimi Senpai believes in beauty and is not gained by earned. Mimi-chan, oh my god. What? Okay, what is happening here? How? What? Oh my god. It's still going. Yeah? They were like, we need subtitles. That is crazy. That's insane. We're barely okay. That's it. We're barely like in the just like 11. Wow. All right, that was today's episode. So today's episode we had what's her name? Karane. Karane's Sundre came back. Obviously, it wasn't easy to get it back, but you know, they had to do the whole. Just a minute. They had to do the whole spirit bomb from Dragon Ball. That was crazy. I wasn't expecting them to go that far with the reference. Like immediately when they were talking about like, oh, like first we are going to collect all the Sundres from everyone over here. Then you know, like when they were saying all of that, I'm like, oh, this is like Spirit Bomb, right? And yeah, obviously this show just you know puts references left and right. So I knew they were going to make that reference somewhere down the line. I wasn't expecting them to go on full like you know like they went like legitimately they went like deep with the reference. I thought they were just going to mention Spirit Bomb and that would be it. They okay this part they showed every single character cosplaying as each character from Dragon Ball. Now I've said this before. I am not that familiar with Dragon Ball. I have watched Dragon Ball Z up until the Buu saga, from Frieza saga to the Buu saga, so I do know what happens in that section. Other than that, I have no idea about anything else that happens. But this was mainly you know referencing that section, so I think I was able to understand most of it. I think I will be able to recognize all the characters they were cosplaying as well. So let me see. Let me go to that part. First and foremost, we had Kurumi, not Kurumi, sorry, what's her name? Hakari. Uh, Hakari as Chichi, I'm guessing. Then we have. Who is Hahari cosplaying as? I cannot recognize her. I cannot recognize Hahari. Who's Hahari cosplaying? I think I should know, but I just cannot properly like you know put my finger on it. Um, anyways, obviously, Meido's referencing Piccolo. Then we have what's her name? Meme, right? Yeah, Meme referencing. Who's that referencing? Gohan or Yam? Wait a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me just check something. Gohan, right? I was going to say it's either Gohan or. Yeah, it's Gohan. I'm pretty sure. Like, you know, the dress Gohan used to wear before. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure a lot of people will be able to. Like I said, I'm not really that familiar with Dragon Ball. Obviously, just a minute. Oh, I just lost that part. Where is it? Okay, it's pretty damn obvious. Mimi means referencing Bulma, right? Yeah. Then we have Iku referencing. I have no idea. She's just wearing like an. I don't know. We have Kurumi referencing Trunks. Oh my god! It's just going so fast here. Wait a minute. Okay. Shizuka referencing. Again, I have no idea. It's either Goku or Goku probably with the orange. Obviously, Nano's referencing Android 18. We have Kusuri referencing Krillin. I'm assuming. Oh no, Goku's been referenced by obviously Rentaro. That makes sense. So who's Shizuka referencing? The orange dress, is that supposed to be Yamcha or something? I don't know. I'm not sure. There's a few that I couldn't get. I couldn't see Vegeta here. Was there Vegeta here? I don't think so, right? Like, okay, I think Vegeta should be here somewhere. I'm just not. I think I'm just not getting it, right? Okay, so let me know. Like I think I've got most of it, but there's a few that I'm not really sure. A few of them were extremely obvious, like Bulma's cosplay was obvious, Trunks' cosplay was obvious, Goku obviously, Krillin was obvious, Under 18 was extremely obvious. Chichi Kuru, Hakari herself said that, I'm Chichi or something like that. So that's also pretty obvious. Piccolo's extremely obvious. There's a few that I couldn't get, or I'm not sure. But yeah. That is, like I said, I didn't expect them to go this far. Like this, I feel like this show has made the most Dragon Ball references out of, like, they make a lot of references, but I feel like Dragon Ball references are probably the maximum that we've seen, especially in this season. There were at least 3 or 4 episodes before this that they lightly referenced Dragon Ball. This one was the maximum one. There was another episode with the baseball match, if you remember. That also had a huge Dragon Ball reference where they all like went Super Saiyan. So those two, that one and this one, are like the major Dragon Ball references. There have been other references as well, Dragon Ball references, but they were minor, throughout the other episodes. But this show loves Dragon Ball references amongst a lot of the other references as well. Obviously, this show like references everything, but I feel like Dragon Ball is like in a different, like they have like a maximum amount of Dragon Ball reference. That's, like I wasn't expecting them to just fully cosplay them. That was insane. But anyways, I wanted to check that scene again, so I checked that scene. Yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, obviously they had to do the whole spirit bomb thing, and Rentaro gave the tsundere energy that he collected back to Karane, and obviously Karane absorbed all of it, and she went back. And I love how they have a whole explanation as to how this whole thing worked. Basically, as he said, since everyone emits a little bit of tsunderes, what we're going to do is we're going to everyone's going to drink the deep tsundere medicine, and they're going to expel their tsundereness. Rentaro is going to collect 10% from everything, make them into a ball. Karane is going to drink the Sunderfying medicine, which will make it easier for her to absorb it, and then Rentaro is going to take that 100% Sundere like fusion spirit ball and give it to Karane, and Karane is going to take it all. So that is basically the theory of what happened over there, and it worked out in the end. Karane was like returned back to her Sundere self, and yeah, there you go. And everyone had like their own way of acting Sundere. We saw here, different characters had different way. As they mentioned, obviously out of everyone here, obviously except Karane, the one who has the maximum Sundere potential is obviously Kurumi, because yeah. But I love how when they were saying like, oh, Kurumi is like the maximum Sundere here, Kusuri's like, oh, that's not why she's Sundere. That's actually because of her hungry or something like that. He said Kurumi's personality shaped by her hangry hunger rays, so she'd be fine. Okay. Right, makes sense. She's usually Sundere because of the fact that she's hungry. So I guess that's not pure Sundereness, but just an offshoot of a Sundere, personality. It's hungry, not Sundere. Yeah, wow. All right, and there you go. That is how Karane got back her Sundereness. That was the first section. The second section was pretty funny because what they did, as far as at first I was confused what they were trying to say, and then I understood. So basically, this scene that we saw in the end, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming they had this scene before Mimi. Wait, what was her name? Mimimi. Yeah. Before Mimimi and Meme, I kind of always mix up these two names because it's the same, Mimi and Meme. And then I try to remember that Me means eyes, so that's how I kind of connect. I'm like, oh, Me means eyes, that means it's the the girl with the who's shy. So Meme is the shy girl, Mimimi is the Ojo-sama. So that's how I always. It takes me a while to properly. So yeah, Mimimi and Meme, these two I'm assuming these two weren't there when this chapter came out. The later half of today's episode. So I'm assuming in the manga, this happened before these two were introduced. So these two weren't even there. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what happened, and that's what they were mentioning here. They were like, "Oh, we weren't even there," and they were like, "Ah, it's fine," or something like that. So yeah, and I was wondering why they did that, why they rearranged this. I'm assuming they rearranged this because obviously, since this is anime format, they will need a concluding section. A concluding section which doesn't focus on anyone in particular. Otherwise it won't be good, because obviously it should always be the first and the last episode of a season should always be something that focuses on everything. So it shouldn't focus on particular characters. So that's why the first episode we saw was, I think, an anime original. It had some scenes from like the manga and stuff, but it was mostly anime original because they were literally talking about how we had a second season or something like that. I doubt stuff like that was there in the manga. People told me in the comments as well that yeah, this was like an anime original, like a thing. So that is the first episode. Last episode, obviously, since we need something that focuses on everybody and Rentaro, they decided to not show that scene, that section, the section with here, and shift that here. But since when that scene came in the manga, Mimimi and Meme weren't introduced, they made a little bit of tweaking and added these two here in this scene as an anime original scene. But it was also from the manga. So that's what they did, which is smart. Obviously, like I said, you need like a way to end the season, and they decided to use that, like this section of the manga a little bit later, and just add Meme and Mimimi as anime original characters here. And yeah, and oh my god, so obviously the final section was basically them expressing their love like verbally to Rentaro, and each had their own way of doing that. And the funniest part was basically like Rentaro obviously has to reciprocate the feelings. So he literally talked about everyone for at least 3 minutes, I think. Like at first he was speaking normally, and then it suddenly started to fast forward, and then we had a whole speech bubble subtitle section of them. So oh my god, this episode was probably extremely, I guess you could say, tough on the translators, right? But I guess they probably had the manga to reference it from. Yeah. Yeah, and it just, like it was just crazy. And the whole section, wait a minute, let me see, how long did he speak? Damn, it keeps going. Wait a minute. Okay, it starts from 22 minutes, and it goes up until 23. Okay, so he spoke continuously for 1 minute 30 seconds, and that's not even all. He was fast forwarding. So he wasn't speaking normally. His whole section was fast forwarding. So it was at least 3 times his voice was fast forwarded. So I'm assuming he was probably speaking for like 4 minutes 30 seconds, almost 5 minutes. He was speaking continuously. Yeah, because the whole his voice was fast forwarded. At least it was fast forwarded by 3 times. So, and maybe not 3 times, maybe 2 times. If it was 2 times, then I would say it was almost like a 4 minute, like section of him just continuously speaking. And yeah, and throughout that whole section, there was just the whole flow of like the subtitles just coming up like a after like a credit scene of an movie or something. It was just going non-stop, and he had a lot to say about everyone. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna read a little bit of a few things. For example, I love how easily Kane gets embarrassed. I love how Kusuri Senpai ends her sentence with I. Not I, but I'm guessing she always says Nano, right? No. So Nano that. Like this, right? Yeah. Okay. I love how Nano's fingers are long, slender, and pretty. I love how Iku has fair and pretty skin. I love how Shizuka has loved and cherished her childhood favorite book. I love how Hakari noms on her finger when she's thinking. Wow. He's right. Now that I'm thinking about it, they actually do these things. I remember whenever Hari speaks, she kind of does like this. I love how Hari freaks out over me on the smallest things. Not Hari, sorry, Hakari. Hari freaks out on me over the same things. I love how Mei-san is such a good driver. I love how pretty and shiny Mimi Senpai's forehead is. What? I love how Meme-chan has a sexy beauty mark around her lips. Meme. Oh yeah, okay. I love how Kurumi always calls the older folks senpai. And I love how Kane puts on a brave face. I love how small and cute Kusuri senpai is. I love Nano's clear voice. I love how supportive Iku is. I love how small and adorable Shizuka-san is. I love how close Hakari is with Karane. I love how Hari-san is always drooling because it shows she's unguarded. I love how Mei-san's classical maid look suits her well. I love how Mimi senpai knows her fashion. I love how cute Meme-chan's voice is. I love how Kurumi can't take compliments. I love how Kane twirls her pigtails around her finger when she's embarrassed but happy. Wait. Oh yeah. I love how Kusuri senpai took so many botched drugs that she built a super spice tolerance. Oh yeah. I love how Nano is tall and slim like a supermodel. I love how Iku talks like a tomboy. I love how Shizuka-chan wears her skirt all prim and proper. I love how Hakari pants when she's around. Yeah. I love how deeply Hari-san loves Hakari. I love how Mei-san serves me of all people. I love how cute Mimi senpai is. Indeed is. I love how oh, this one's the Desua, right? Yeah. They kind of, I don't know, like, it gets lost in translation. The indeed is basically her Desua. I love how cute Mimi senpai. Okay, I love how Meme-chan thanked me in a letter with her cute handwriting and a cute words. I love how Kurumi is helpless when offered food. I love Kane's sharp almond eyes. Love how Kusuri senpai is an older girl yet tiny. Love how Nano loves everyone, even though his son doesn't say it often. Oh my god, yeah. All these. Oh, there's a lot more even after this. It keeps going for a while. So, right. Okay. Yeah, and that's how it ended. Wow, that was funny. Okay, and there you go. I don't think season 3 has been announced, but let me just double check. Right. Let me check. I don't think it has been announced, but maybe. No, it hasn't been announced. I don't see it. But yeah, it's probably just a matter of time. Okay, and that was it. That was my reaction to the final episode of this season. Right. And there you go. That was that. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we have them trying to get back Karane's like Sundareness. So we had the whole explanation Rentaro gave of you know using everyone's sundares to make the spirit bomb to give it back to her. I talked about this section in the discussion section. I talked about the theory that they were using. Basically, everyone's going to bring out their tsundere ness and transform them into tsunderes by consuming the medicine, the drug, and Rentaro is going to absorb like I think he said. Wait a minute, let me check. Okay, one problem. The problem was like that since everyone's sundares, if it goes and mixes into her, she might just get like blasted, you know. So Rentaro decided to become the conduit or whatever you call it, you know, like the storage thing to fuse it. So he says, too risky for Karan in a weakened state. So I'll take both the drugs, combine all our sundares, and filter them through to her. Yeah, okay, there you go. So that's that, and this is the section where they gave the whole Dragon Ball reference. Um, oh, I forgot to mention one. Obviously, Karane was Majin Buu. I forgot to mention that. Like I saw every single one of their cosplays and their references. I just forgot to mention Karane's reference. Her reference was Majin Buu, and you know. Oh, this part as well. I forgot to mention this. They made a few jokes here that I feel like. Okay, Karane says, "I want to be Chichi Goku's wife," and then we have Hahari saying, "I want to handle all your chichis." Okay. TT is great. Um, yeah, Kana will absorb the Sundare to essentially be the Majin Buu. So she dies. Um, right. Anyways, so yeah, there you go. That's I forgot to mention those two parts. Anyways, but yeah, that is what happened. After that, everyone's like, "All right, sure, let's do it." Um, Wait, okay, Hari was going crazy here. For example, well, okay, this part as well. Kusir was talking about how Kurumi was not really a tsundere; it was just her hungry speaking. So this is where Meme says she's trying so hard to fill the hole left by Karane-san. He's like, I wish she'd fill my hole in. Okay, she's just that one character, right? Hakari starts tying her up after that. Okay, she's okay, yeah. Anyways, there you go. After that, everyone tries being Sundere and extracting their Sunderes and gives it to Rentaro. Again, we have Hakari saying something crazy here. Again, just you know, yeah. But then little by little, everyone starts giving their honest Sundere impression. You know, like each has their own way of doing so. For example, we have Mimimi saying that it isn't as if I'm not indeed beautiful, okay? Yeah, whatever that means. And we have Nano being so stoic and just speaking in such a monotonous voice. It just seemed like she's just rejecting him. Because you know, like this, I feel like Nano's way of execution was poor, and that is why it shows whenever you're a tsundere, you need to have a proper execution. Otherwise, it just seems rude. You know, because you know the high-pitched voice that needs to accompany these sentences. Otherwise, if you just say this in a very monotonous voice, it just seems like you're speaking the truth, and you're literally insulting the other person. So that is very necessary, you know. It's tough being a tsundere. You need to keep in mind that you have to like deliver the sentence in a certain pitch, you know. Otherwise, it just seems like you're telling the truth if you say it in a very normal voice. Yeah. Oh my god, that was pretty funny. Anyways, this continues. Everyone gives their power or their sundares to Rentaro. Rentaro's just like, oh my god, this is so heavy. So everyone's feelings are in here, and you know, he realizes how Karane uh, carries this burden. Still, she was, I guess you could say, still she was strong enough to confess like her true feelings to him. You know, when she confessed to him for the first time, if you remember. So even with all of that, even with this burden, she did it, which makes her so impressive. Anyways, so yeah, he gives it to Karane. Karane absorbs it. Everyone cheers for Karane, and Karane is back to her Sundara self. And as soon as she's like, um, says the the signature word that it's not like I'm a Sundare, okay? Everyone's like, she's back. And then later on she kind of tells Rentaro that genuinely like confesses to him, and everyone's suddenly like, wait a minute, are you not back? What is this? This is not the Karane that I know. And Kana's like, nah man, I'm done. I'm not going to show my Dere side at all. But that doesn't last long after that. Anyways, so that was that section, and the whole Karane Sundare dilemma concluded in a happy note. And then we had the next section where, like I said, this section they used the manga, like like a manga chapter which happened before they introduced uh, Meme and Mimi. So that's why they literally were like, oh, actually, we two aren't supposed to be here. There we go. But should Meme and I really be here? I'm pretty sure we hadn't appeared yet. Yep, they show the manga panel there as well. They aren't there. So they're like, oh, it's fine. It's just anime thing. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think you two were in the manga as well. I'm sure of it. If any problems arise due to rearranging manga chapters, it's the anime director's responsibility. Oh my god, that's funny. Nano's like, these are memories that shouldn't exist. Anyways, I love how they made that clear that, oh, this is actually something that happens before in the manga. So in the manga, these two aren't there. But here, these two are here because obviously they have been introduced already. And we needed a section to conclude this season. So this is the perfect one. So we decided to use it later. So yeah. Anyways, they talk about how they aren't usually vocal with Rentaro that much. They just think about how they like him, and that's it. So it's through their actions, but they're not really that vocal. So they decide to be more vocal about it. So when Rentaro comes back after helping a certain teacher taking in 1,000 boxes or something, I don't know what the hell that teacher was doing and why was the teacher even doing that. That's not really his responsibility. Transporting 1,000 boxes. But Rentaro, being the person he is, he helped that teacher, came here, and everyone starts confessing to him. Like, not confessing, but you could say showing how they, vocalizing how they appreciate him. Kusuri says how he always becomes his guinea pig, so she's very happy about that. Nano's like, oh, you helped me, with a lot of data and stuff. And then we have Iku says like, you just helped me with my masochistic tendencies, so then we have Nano being like, oh, you carry me around and everything, yeah. We have Hakari saying stuff in a pretty normal way at the beginning, then she goes into a little bit of a different territory, which Karne gets pissed off and smacks him, and then she's like, I'm sorry, that was just my delusion. So Karne apologizes as well after that. uh, and then Hahari's like, oh, you obviously, like, you're very dependable to everyone, but I like you depending on me as well. Yeah. And then we have Meido saying that I appreciate you, like, like how when she massages him, he massages her back. And it's like I don't know, like a wrestling match, and both of them looking at each other and like massaging their shoulders. Oh god. Then we had who else? Mimi telling how like she she appreciates like his beauty, his inner beauty and all that, and gives him like a, how many stars does she give him? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 11 stars she gives him. And then Kurumi also says like, I'm not Kurumi, sorry, Meme says, I'm still a bit shy, but I appreciate you still being there for me. So I'm assuming these two weren't there. These two, like Mimi and Meme, their confessions were basically added, I'm guessing, as an anime original, because as they mentioned, they weren't here at this point in the manga. Okay, now after that, finally we have two people left in the end, which is obviously the two Sundares. Yeah, Kurumi is not really a Sundare, but kind of. She's like a more of an offshoot of a Sundara, you could say. Like, yeah. So she's the first one to say, like thank you to Rentaro for, like, even though she has her, like, tendencies to suddenly get angry because she's hungry, he still puts up with her and helps her out. And then Karane in the end was like, oh, I cannot, my sundaraness is getting in the in the way of it. And then I was like, it's fine, I understand. But then she's like, no, like, I will have to say this. And she says, like, she actually, like, is able to be honest again. Either way, now that everyone's confession is done, Rantaro starts, and he speaks for at least 3 minutes, continuously saying everything that he loves about the others. I read a few of those, like, the subtitles and everything, and yeah, he has a lot to say about her. And he, like I said, I saw a few things which he kind of mentions, like a few of the mannerisms of the girls, which I never really thought about, but now that I'm reading it, I was like, oh yeah, that's true. Because there was one section where he wrote in the subtitles, it was written that I like how Karame, like, not Karame, sorry, Hakari, like, I think, like, puts her finger in her mouth and, like, bites her finger whenever there's something, like, she's thinking or something she's, like, focusing on. And then it kind of reminded, I was like, oh yeah, right, he's correct. Because, certain things I remember, she always does this. So yeah, like these type of things, he mentions all of them. And yeah, so in the end, that is the ending of this season. And we still have 89 people, more people to meet. So best of luck, I guess. It's barely the beginning. Alright, and that is where it ended. So good way to end this season, yeah. And I feel like today's episode was heavy with the references. It was hilarious as well. So, like, the whole Dragon Ball reference, and obviously the ending part where they broke the fourth wall and they were like, oh, the anime director added you to here. You two aren't supposed to be here, just to put that out in front of the audiences. Yeah. Okay, so that is it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to episode number 12 of the 100 Girlfriends That Really, 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 Really Love You Season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next in the next anime that will be replacing this, the new anime reactions. So see you guys then. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.